How's it going, YouTube? This is JM at the Bull Moon Gang, and today we're going to be looking at Hathor. And this is part of my series where I look at low cap hidden gems. Basically, they're coins that I think still have a tremendous upside to them or are undervalued. Now, this coin isn't necessarily a low cap since its market cap is sitting at 135 million. But if you compare it to other coins that have similar technology, there's some key differences and I'll go into that. But if you look at Phantom, which is currently sitting at 1.7 billion, and IOTA, which is currently sitting at 3.3 billion, you can see why I think that it still has a ton more upside to it. Let's get right into it. So what is Hathor? A scalable and easy to use blockchain for digital assets. And let's go into what that really means. If you look down here, it has high scalability. Our technology is a natural evolution of Bitcoin's blockchain, achieving 200 plus transactions per second with no central coordinator or masternodes. 200 doesn't sound like a lot, but it is something they are going to work on. If you look at this AMA, it does say in our last test performed on our testnet with 90 peers, we reached a stable number of 200 transactions per second. We already know where the bottlenecks are, but our current demand is really low, less than 0.01 transactions per second. So we are focusing on other areas instead of growing this number right now. What else is Hathor? They are easy to use, a scalable blockchain in which any 13 years old kid can create their own token for fun. You don't need to know about gas, solidity, or ERC20 paraphernalia. Next up, there are no fees. You don't have to pay anything when sending or receiving tokens. They have built-in atomic swaps. Different tokens can be reliably exchanged on the same transaction. And they have Nano Contracts, which is an easier and safer implementation of smart contracts, which connects real world data. So they're going to be connected to oracles. So these are three huge points right here. I mean, they look small, but they're really big, important things to consider. There are no fees. On Ethereum right now, transaction fees are like anywhere from $50 to $80. They've been 100, even more than that. It makes it so only big whales and big players can pay these kinds of transaction fees. And then it has built-in atomic swaps. So it sounds like there's going to be a DEX on there already so that you can exchange one token for another. And then the nano contracts are going to be easier and safer than standard smart contracts. So that will lower the barrier of entry for anyone trying to make decentralized apps. So this is their technology. We solve the problem of scalability with a novel architecture using both DAG and blockchain intertwined. And if you go to their white paper, they compare themselves to IOTA, and then Phantom is also a DAG, so that's why I compared it to that blockchain. So this is also a really good point. What separates it from other DAGs like Nano, IOTA, DAG, etc.? DAGs are used in many different ways. There are DAGs of blocks, DAGs of only transactions, IOTA. We've made a DAG of transactions with a chain of blocks, basically separating concerns blockchain for consensus, transaction DAG for throughput, and easy condensation of the consensus. Another way to think about this is moving transactions out from a block and arranging them into a DAG instead of thinking it as a DAG first. So you can see all of that and more in their white paper. If you look at their executive summary, it's got some good information here. So what makes Hathor different? Source code was created from scratch in Python, but by a team of highly skilled developers, some of whom have been researching cryptocurrencies since 2011. A novel distributed ledger architecture using both DAG and blockchain data structures intertwined. Highly scalable with no central coordinator or any single point of failure, feeless and quick transactions, proof of work mining rewards economically incentivizes the network forever with a perpetual and low emission of native HTR tokens, merged mining with Bitcoin and Litecoin, and that is huge. So that invites Bitcoin miners and Litecoin miners who are already mining Bitcoin and Litecoin to also receive HTR tokens, and it doesn't cost them anything besides adding Hathor data to their Coinbase. And you can read that part in their merged mining guide right here, merged mining RFC, and it says also on a Bitcoin Coinbase there is space for arbitrary data to be included. So this is on the roadmap. They're going to have a DEX of tokens. They're going to improve their nano contracts capabilities, Oracle integration, side DAGs or side chains. It says it will even be possible to have a private DAG that is secured by the main DAG, and then extended ERC's token capabilities. We will extend the possibilities of tokens created on our platform being compatible with more ERCs. So 721 being NFTs. So let's look at the updated roadmap that came out February 2021. If you scroll down, you can see this right here. All right, so let's look at their Q1. Nano Contracts initial design, grants program kickstart. They're going to start giving out grants to projects that want to build on Hathor. Partners channel, they have biz and dev partners. Competitive landscape research, scalable wallet service for instant wallet loading, new sync algorithm. And Q2, it looks like they're going to have a strong Q2 with initial Nano Contract implementation, update to their website and explore, improve use cases and integration tools, tech and business trainings, market research, interoperability, DeFi integrations, and NFTs. Q3, they're going to have new features, extend Nano Contracts and capabilities, bridges, first steps on cross-chain interoperability, which is huge right now, NFT support, design overall structure of side DAG. And then Q4, they're going to have the future improvements of side DAG's implementation, market research, enterprise blockchain and STOs research, cross-chain integrations, performance improvements to the transactions per seconds, and third-party Oracle integration. So a lot is coming up in their roadmap, and I think Q2 is going to be a big quarter for them. Like it says here, the second quarter is when 2021 really begins for Hathor. Q2 could turn out to be the prototypes season, as several new features and initial product launches are scheduled for this part of the year. We'll see the initial implementation of Nano Contracts during this period as we begin to unleash the true potential of our easy tokenization capabilities, being able to add programmability to your custom token by simply configuring a few parameters in a built-in Nano Contract is an entirely new approach to smart contracting not seen in any other layer ones. You gotta think about that. Explore redesign is another important item for both the community as well as our enterprise partners. We plan to revamp the design and UX as well as add new functionalities. The same goes for our website, which is finally getting a much needed makeover with less jargon and more straight to the point content together with the resource center. As we envision a blockchain-enabled future where the biggest networks are integrated and complement each other feature-wise, the interoperability work group has been kicked off internally already with other chain support and shall be announced soon. We're also starting research on DeFi and NFTs, which we see as both crucial and super exciting pieces of any layer of one network's product offering. So towards the end of Q2, we'll also see the first products built on top of Hathor Network by partners that received the first grants. Be on the lookout for separate articles covering these topics throughout the year. So this is going to be huge for them. So I fully expect the price of Hathor to go up in Q2. So to really understand how easy it is to create a custom token on Hathor, let's do it. I sent some Hathor to this Hathor wallet that I set up. As you can see here, I received 12 tokens. So let's go to custom tokens and just create a new token. Create a new token, the Bull Moon Gang. Symbol BMG, baby. And then for the amount, it's a 1:100 ratio. So if I wanted to make 100 of these tokens, it would only cost me 1 Hathor. So let's just go ahead and do that. Select address automatically. So let's go ahead and create it. I'll put my PIN in here. And it says my transaction was sent successfully. Click OK. Your token has been successfully created. You can share the following configuration string with other people to let them use your brand new token. Remember to make a backup of this configuration string. All right, the Bull Moon Gang. Now I have 100 BMG. And that's it. That's all it took to create it. And if you go to About the Bull Moon Gang, here's more information about it. Administrative tools. I can mint new tokens if I want. I can delegate it, or I can destroy the mint. And then here I can destroy tokens. So deflation, inflation, whatever you want to do straight from the Hathor wallet. And then in here, they are planning to put in the Nano Contracts. So you should be able to create logic right in here without having to know any code. And that's the biggest thing about this. So think about how big WordPress got because people were able to create websites without having to know code. So this could be revolutionary. It lowers the barrier of entry to programmable money. So this is cool. How did Hathor Labs raise the funds? Hathor Labs raised funds selling equity and pre-mined tokens. As the main network had not been launched at the time, tokens were sold through simple agreements for future tokens. We made a seed investment round with friends and family and some selected private investors, and we raised enough money to keep our company small and running. The funds have been primarily used to support both the development of our technology and the launch of the mainnet. So here's the team behind Hathor. Jan Martins, who is the CEO, Marcelo, who is the CTO and co-founder as well. And then here are the others. They're a pretty small team so far. And here are the advisors. If we look at their LinkedIns, Eric Nichols for one, he is the principal applied scientist at Zillow. So big deal there, big brain. And then we have Christian Aranja. I don't know if I'm saying any of these names right. Anyways, he's an MIT columnist. And these are all in a different language, so I can't read those. Fernando Carvalho, he's the CEO of QR Capital and Global Blockchain Business Council. So that's a pretty big deal. Fabio Alves, he's part of the law. He does blockchain, crypto, and DeFi international legal. Bernardo Quintao, who is an advisor at Moss Earth. And then here is Kyle Chassis, who is CEO at Master Ventures and at Paid Network. And you know as well as I do, Paid Network is just skyrocketing right now, and Master Ventures has invested in some really, really great projects. So they've got some really great advisors with them already. And let's look at some of their partnerships. And this is honestly the only partnership that they have right now. If you look here, Hathor has partnered with Hopper, and HopperNet will bring level 0 privacy to Hathor Network's fast and scalable transactions. Hopper has elite backers and partners like Binance Labs and Elrond Network. And if you also look, they have partners with Swiss Midtech, Health Tech Cluster at Switzerland, and Swiss healthcare startups. So I tweeted this earlier today, but I'm a software engineer and I've worked on medical software. And the fact that Hopper has partners with 3 different Switzerland medical groups is a huge deal when it comes to Hopper's privacy and security. Crazy that they're partnering with Hathor and vice versa. So let's take a look at their Twitter right here, February 18th. The current date of me doing this is February 24th. Hathor Swap and Hathor Chrome extension working product demo should be expected to be shown mid to late March of this year. Here's also a video of sending an airdrop in the wallet using the Hathor airdrop tool. And they also had a live AMA with Cointelegraph, and I suggest you watch it. It's about an hour long, so not going to go over that in this video. And that's it. Overall, Hathor is looking really, really bullish to me. There is so much possibility with this project, and I honestly can't wait to see more of it. Really excited for Q2, really excited to actually try out these nano contracts as well. So please hit that like button if you like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you're new to keep up to date with all the news on this channel, and comment down below where you think Hathor is going to go, or even where Hathor is right now. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one.